Hello boys and girls, and welcome to this video. We're going to look a bit at the kick up, how we get into the handstand. And the reason we want to do this is because we want to separate the kick up and the handstand, the actual balancing. And why we want to do this is because you can so often see people who are just simply trying to handstand. They kick up over and over and over again and fall down as many times because they simply have not really an idea of how to kick up, and when they get up there, they don't really have an idea of how to balance. So my recommendation is that we separate the kicking and the balancing, and practice the balancing against the wall in the beginning, and the kick up could also be against the wall but also free on the floor. And then when we are ready, we can combine these and practice them together. And when we do this, we take our handstand from more of a handstand trying to a handstand practice, and that's where we can actually see some nice improvements. So when you are doing these drills that I'm about to show you, it's important that you have the right intention, that you are focused on the kick and the kick only. Don't fall into this urge that, I want to balance so bad because it felt so good. No, that's for later. Now we just want to kick up and come down again. To get really this solid kick up, which will save us a lot of energy and time later on. When we got this solid kick up, we can just boom, go up, and then we can balance instead of spending a lot of tries just to get up before we can even do the balancing. When you look at these videos and drills I'm about to show you, this is not like this is how you do it. It's just an example of how it could look like, how we can take it from the wall and then later on to the floor. In all of these drills, I would recommend you to work in clusters of maybe, let's say, 3 to 5 reps. There's no like rush in these reps, but neither no overthinking. You just do them up, down, and so on. When you're done your reps, you take some time off, you rest a little bit, maybe look at your video if you got one, and you try to think about one thing that you can improve for the next set, and then you try to also do that. If there were nothing to improve, you just focus on doing the exact same thing again. Okay, so let's go. Our first drill, let's call it kiss the wall, because that's simply what you want to do. You want to kick up and touch the wall as smooth and gently and soft as you were giving it a kiss. And if you think this is a bit scary, I would recommend you to look at a video that I uploaded a few days ago that I call Become Comfortable with Being Upside Down, I think. I will link it down below in the description. So what you want to do here is set up with your hands on the floor, not too close to the wall, but neither not too far away. Then stack your shoulders over your hands and walk quite close with your feet so that you get your hip up a bit. Then you do a small jump with the foot that you have on the floor while you roll your spine and hip up and reach up with the first leg, and then you touch the wall very soft to give it a kiss, and then you go down the exactly same way. So let's take this a bit further, and we can call this reject the wall. So you set up exactly as before with the hands and shoulders and so on, kick it up the exact same way, and touch the wall only with your first foot, very smooth and soft as before. Then you bring up the second leg, but you don't touch the wall with it. Instead, you want to pull out the first leg so that you, for maybe just half a second or something, are standing free before you go down to repeat. And why we're doing this is because we want to sort of phase out the wall and get used to needing it less and less to later on be able to get rid of the wall completely. We are continuing the same way, but this time we are doing don't kiss the wall. So you sit up and kick up just as before, but when you get up, you don't kiss the wall, you don't touch it. Instead, you're going to use your fingers to break the movement. You need to use your shoulders to push tall, and when you get up there, if you would fall over, you still have the wall, but the intention, the point of this is to try to not touch it at all. And there's no balance here, you just go up for like half a second and then down again with control. So No staying up and trying to balance. Focus on the kicking and try to make that smooth and solid. Now let's take this to the floor with the half handstand. And if you feel that this is still a bit scary, I would recommend you to look at the video I call How to Bail, which will teach you how to get out of the handstand in a safe way. Otherwise, you will start exactly as before with the hands and shoulders and so on. You kick up, you roll up your hip and reach up with the first leg. The second leg, however, will stay in sort of a pike position, so only focus on getting your hip up over hands and shoulders and reaching up with the first leg. The second leg, just delay it, stay within the pike, and then go down again. Now we're at a full kick up, so you will start exactly as before. You will kick up, and as you can see here, I will go through the half handstand position, but from there I will bring up my second leg as well. No balance, just up, bring the legs together, and then down again to repeat. The final drill we're going to look at, and let's call it the 1 second hold. You kick up just as before, but this time when you get up, you want to hold it 1 second. No longer, no less. From the point that you are up, collecting your legs, you want to hold it for 1 second. Then you choose to go down to repeat. And here is very easy to like, it's so good, I want to try to stay up a bit longer, I want to balance. But that's not what we're doing right now. Right now we want to focus on the kick, get it solid to catch the balance, and then you go down again. That's the idea.